Behind every champion, there is a legendary machine. In 7 decades of Formula One, some cars have been more than just fast. They have been revolutionary. Today, we're going to learn about the most impressive Formula One cars of all time and the drivers who made them legendary. So, get ready for an amazing journey through history as we explore the most iconic machines that have ever hit the track. The MP4/4. Imagine a car so dominant, so in tune with its driver, that Senna called it an extension of his own body. It won 15 out of 16 races in 1988. That's like winning tic-tac-toe before your opponent makes their first move. The Honda engine, a marvel of engineering, ran with less turbo pressure than its rivals and still left them in the dust. The only blemish on the car's impeccable record? Monza, 1988, when a backmarker took Senna out of the race. But aside from that small slip-up, this car dominated the season like no other car before or since. If you find a Formula One fan and mention the year 2004, you can be sure they'll start drooling. Why? 2 words, Ferrari F2004. This red beauty, driven by the master Schumacher, was simply unbeatable. So fast that it still holds lap records on legendary circuits. Schumacher drove the car to glory in 13 of the 18 races of the season, winning the title with 5 races to spare. This car is proof that sometimes perfection can be achieved. Remember when I said that Formula One pushes sanity to the limit? Well, the 2020 Mercedes W11 is proof of that. This machine was so advanced, so ridiculously fast, that it almost seemed illegal. Hamilton, with his supernatural skills behind the wheel, drove this car to victory in 13 of the 17 races of the season. This car marked a golden era for Mercedes in Formula One. Adrian Newey, the wizard of aerodynamics, outdid himself with the 2023 Red Bull RB19. Verstappen seemed to be driving a rocket amidst bumper cars. In some races, he won by more than 30 seconds. It was the perfect combination of power, aerodynamics, and a driver at the peak of his career. Verstappen transformed what was already excellent into something truly historic. In 1978, a car revolutionized aerodynamics. It was the Lotus 79, the first car to truly effectively explore ground effect. Mario Andretti described the feeling of driving this car as never having felt so much confidence in the corners. It revolutionized Formula One, paving the way for a new era of cars that explored aerodynamics in ways never before imagined. If the future of Formula One could be foreseen in 1992, it would be called the Williams FW14B. This machine was so advanced for its time that it seemed to have come straight out of a science fiction movie. It was equipped with the latest technology: active suspension, traction control, semi-automatic gearbox. Nigel Mansell, with his aggressive style, dominated the 1992 season, winning 9 of the 16 races. The car was so superior to its competitors that even the great Ayrton Senna admitted, "You need a computer to compete against it." Imagine a Formula One car with a giant fan on the back. Welcome to the wonderful world of the Brabham BT46B, also known as the fan car. This crazy machine only competed in 1 race in F1 history. And guess what? It won. The giant fan sucked the car towards the ground, creating such a strong vacuum that the car seemed glued to the asphalt. Niki Lauda drove this car to victory at the 1978 Swedish GP. But the joy was short-lived. The car was banned right after the race. The FIA, the governing body, feared the absurd advantage the fan car provided and decided to ban it forever. For years, Michael Schumacher reigned supreme in Formula One. But in 2005, a young Spaniard named Fernando Alonso, behind the wheel of the Renault R25, dared to challenge the Germans' dominance. This car was a fantastic machine, agile, fast, and with a V10 engine that emitted a hair-raising roar. The epic battles between Alonso and Schumacher became legendary. In the end, Alonso and the R25 emerged victorious, marking the end of an era in Formula One. It was more than a race car, it was a symbol of change. In 1961, Ferrari presented the world with a car as beautiful as it was deadly, the 156 Sharknose. With its bold design, marked by the long sharp nose that resembled a shark, it was an impressive sight. Under the hood, a powerful and furious V6 engine beat, ready to take its drivers to glory. In the hands of Phil Hill, they won the 1961 World Championship. Unfortunately, the year was also marked by the death of Wolfgang von Trips, Hill's teammate, in a terrible accident at Monza. Despite the tragedy, the legacy of the Ferrari Sharknose continues. In the 1950s, Formula One was still in its infancy. But in 1954, a car emerged that seemed to come from the future: the Mercedes W196. With its futuristic design, advanced aerodynamics, and a powerful engine, it was a car ahead of its time. It dominated the 1954 and 1955 seasons, winning 9 of the 12 races it entered. Juan Manuel Fangio, the Argentinian master, was behind the wheel of this incredible machine. This car marked the beginning of a golden era for the German brand in Formula One. And so ends our journey through the history of Formula One. 10 cars, 10 legends that push the limits of speed, technology, and human bravery. Formula One is much more than a sport. It's a battle of titans, an ode to speed, a passion that consumes us and thrills us. Which of these cars impressed you the most? Tell us in the comments. Hit like, share, and follow our channel, Gearbones. And until the next adventure in the amazing world of gears and speed,